Week 15, recap. Where should we start? Where do y'all want to start? I know where I'm going to start. I usually start 1A, but I'm not going to do that. No. I'm starting in 2A. And you know what? That was a heck of a ball game. Huntington and Milan, instant classic. Instant classic, man. And those kids played their butts off on both sides. And it was just a great ball game. There's no other way to put it. It was a great ball game. It was a great atmosphere. But man, I picked Huntington, and I faced so much disrespect, downright disrespect for no reason, just because I had the audacity to pick against some people's favorite ball team. And you know what? That's fine. That's fine. But I made this page for basically based it around trash talking. So you know what? I get it. But man, the disrespect, the disrespectful comments, the disrespectful messages, personal attacks that want to calling my integrity into question. Yeah, that's not going to do because I picked Huntington, and let me check my notes. Oh, Huntington won 35-34. Crazy me, right? So you know what? I am going to take a little victory lap on this one because there's a lot of fans in Milan who deserve this. You do. You deserve it. You deserve it because there's a difference between being a loyal fan and being a very just passionate fan base, but some of y'all are jerks. And that's cool. You could be a jerk. I could be a jerk right back. I'm going to do it right now. Huntington was a better team tonight. Huntington was the better team. And that's why I picked them, because they're the better team. I know. We beat them in week 3. That doesn't mean a thing. It doesn't. I know you like to think it does, but it just doesn't. And it was proved tonight. Because the challenge isn't who's the best team week 3, week 4, week 5. The challenge is who's going to be the best team when you meet in the playoffs, and Huntington was the better team. So I don't appreciate the disrespect I got, but it comes with the territory, I guess. I knew part of this was coming when I put myself out there. So, yeah. Yeah, this is how it's going to be, I guess. And you know what? It's sad because I was recognized a few times tonight, and all of those interactions were just, they were great. It kind of felt weird to be recognized in public for this. But the reaction, it was friendly, and that's fine. But people get too comfortable with disrespecting other people on the internet. So, yeah. Disrespect me, man, and that's fine. But I'm just gonna tell you how I see it. I don't make these picks for views or outreach. I tell you what I think is gonna happen, and I was right. I was right. So don't get. I don't. Good job, Huntington. I'll just leave it at that. Good job, Huntington. You deserve that win. You were the better team. Good luck in Chattanooga Mustangs. I'm rooting for you. All right, Class 3A now. Got that little spiel out the way. Class 3A. Man, this was a great ball game, dude. Really didn't work out too different than I figured it would. I figured it would be a close game, but it's just you gave the ball back to Westview with time on the clock. And like I was saying before, if there's time on the clock for Westview and it's tied or one score or whatever, I got Westview. and they kind of proved that tonight. Their offense is just too explosive, man, and I just didn't trust Covington to. I didn't trust Covington to just outscore them, and they didn't. But man, those Chargers, Covington, they played a heck of a game offensively and defensively, and I mean, I know that really there's no choice. I know that the kids have their heads down and stuff, but I really hope that they could look back on this game and realize what a heck of a game that they played, because Covington, they left it all on the field out there. I wasn't at that one, but I just got done rewatching it or watching it. And man, what a game by Covington. Coach Kirby had them ready like I knew he would, and they gave Westview their best shot. They gave Westview their best shot, man. And just sometimes you fall up short, and that's what happened. And it's unfortunate that one of these teams had to go home after tonight, and it was Covington. And really, I think we just saw the two best teams in 3A play. I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't. Maybe Gatlinburg Pittman will have something for Covington. I don't know. I don't know just too much about them. I will a little bit later in this week, or a little bit later into this week, I guess. But I'm gonna check out a couple of their games. But yeah, man. I really, at least right now, I think that was a 3A state championship, and Westview came out on top. I picked them too, but I mean, it's just how it goes sometimes, man. And Covington, they had a great game plan. They came in with a 3-man front. They went 3-3-5, I believe, on defense, if I saw that right. And it worked really well. But I mean, this Westview team's just different, man, and that's what I was trying to get across. They're just different, and I really think they're going to be state champs. So congratulations to Westview. Covington, I know it's hard, and I know you don't want to hear it, but keep those heads up high, man. You played a heck of a game, and you pushed them to the edge, man, and it was just Westview got the ball back with, I think, like 240, 249, something like that, and it was just too much time. It was too much time, and that was their only possession in the whole fourth quarter. So it just a crazy game. I'm gonna go watch it again, and really, probably lucky for Jerry Davison that game didn't go to overtime, because I don't think he would have had any kind of voice left if it did. But man, that was a great game, man. That was another instant classic. Instant classic. We have had some great ball games these playoffs, and Covington Westview, of course, it was going to be one of them. They had no choice but to be one of them. But Westview comes out on top, and I think they're going to go to Chattanooga and do some damage. But hats off to both the Chargers teams, man. It's unfortunate that it had to end for Covington tonight, but that's also one of the reasons why we love this sport, is because once it gets to this time, if you don't come and you don't bring everything you got and you don't win, it's done. So, congratulations to Covington. Y'all played a heck of a game. Heck of a game. But I just think, I mean, Westview was just a little too much tonight. So, what y'all think about the game? Let me know. I'm kind of trying to calm down a little bit from the last segment back there. So, yeah. What do y'all think about that game? Did you think Covington should have won? Were you surprised at the score? Just let me know. All right, jumping around a little bit, I'm going to go to Class 1A, and I'll be honest, I haven't even really. I mean, I was watching this game a little bit tonight as I was at checking out Milan and Huntington, but I haven't really watched this game. But I was pretty surprised by the final score. I can't lie. I thought Fayetteville would put some points on the board and give McKenzie a little bit more resistance, but that didn't happen. McKenzie just came out like a team possessed, I guess, and I mean they were not going to fall short. So all the stars are aligning or have aligned, and it's going to be McKenzie and South Pittsburgh and Chattanooga, and I'm gonna go back, check out this game, check out some more South Pittsburgh games, and see if I might not need to reassess my uh, pick that I made from before the postseason, because I did that in a certain 2A game and caught a lot of flack for it. But I don't care. I reserve the right to change my mind, and we'll see if I do. So, hats off to McKenzie, going back to Chattanooga. You know, going to play for a state championship again, and good job, Rubs. I'm proud of you. But let's see if you can't finish this one off. All right, 4A now. Man, that was tough. South Gibson falls to Procon 42-28, and it's tough. It was tough because, excuse me, South Gibson they jumped out to a 21-0 lead, and as I'm getting the updates, it's just like 7-0. Okay, 14-0. Okay, 21-0, and then that's when I was like, oh, I'm probably wrong about this one. But that's what's special about Pearl, man. That's what's special about the Firebirds, Coach Bernetti. Um, just playoff success is almost second nature to them, and there's not many high school teams that in the state that could get down 21-0 like that and not blink. Unfortunately for South Gibson, Pearl Cone's one of them, and this is just kind of what they do. I mean, not 21-point comebacks or anything, but just playoff success over the years. I mean, you just go back and look at their record. I mean, they flourish in the playoffs. So that was pretty impressive, honestly. There's not a lot of high school teams that'll come back from a 21-point deficit, and the Firebirds didn't really seem to blink. Tough for the South Gibson seniors, but man, y'all need to look on the positives. You accomplished a lot of firsts for your school. I won't say South Gibson's a new school anymore, but it's still a younger program, just still getting their feet under them. So build on this to next year, to the juniors and sophomores and freshmen. You got to build on this success for next year and just keep it going. You don't want it to be a one-off, and I think South Gibson, they're the type of program. They got the coach Ben Johnson, and I think they're going to build on this, and there's going to be more success in the future, a lot more playoff success. But no doubt about it, that's a tough loss, man. It's tough, but you guys need to hold your head high. You had the best season in South Gibson history, so that's definitely a bright spot. You got somebody's got to be the first, and you were the first. So good job to South Gibson on that. But you just kind of ran into a buzzsaw tonight, and I know it makes it even tougher. Having a 3-score lead and then still falling, but they're just different, man. They're just different over there in Nashville for Pearl, and speed truly does kill. It truly does kill in high school football or any level of football. So it was just too much team speed for the Firebirds, and it was just too much for South Gibson to overcome. But it's just one of those things. Coach Bernetti's always got his team ready, and this playoff success that they have, it's almost just second nature at this point. They're basically one of those teams that expects to be in the state championship. So it is tough, but I mean, just build up on this South Gibson. I truly am rooting for you, and I love the program in place. I love how dedicated the fans are to South Gibson. All sports. You have a lot of advantages that other schools don't have when it comes to that, and that's really a testament to your community. So I know it's tough. I know this isn't the result you guys wanted, but this is a good this is a good stepping stone, I guess you'd say. And I think South Gibson will be back next year. I mean, they've got a lot to build on. They've got a lot of players to build on, and I see bright things in the future for y'all. So keep those heads held up high, and just keep grinding, guys.